First thing I'm tackling today is printing off some miniature labels for the little bottles in the laboratory. So I'm going to go on to Pinterest to the stuff I've saved, but they're going to be, getting them the right size is the really difficult part. So I might have to go into another program and put several different pages together so that they come out small enough that they're the right size for my labels. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go on my trusty ancient laptop and see what I can do. Once I've printed them off, I'll show you, and then we'll go and put them onto the bottles and get our lab looking spiffy. Okay, so I've printed out my printables. So I have one here that's got a few clock faces, instrument faces, and I've got my labels and some book backs, and then this one's got a lovely old leather suitcase and a few pictures and things that I can play with. So let's go do it. It's a nice simple little job just to cut out your labels, but in actual fact my bottles are so tiny that even these are going to swamp them. So I'm actually going to, for these little tiny ones, I'm actually going to have to make something up. These will be fine for the slightly larger bottles, but for the tiny ones we're going to have to just do it freestyle, but that's okay. So I've got out the white glue, got my trusty paintbrush, I've cut some little tiny they were actually originally like antique photographs out, but I'm going to just put a little bit of lettering on them, I think, and then go for it, stick them on. So let's see how that looks. Because this is PVA glue, it will dry clear, so you will be able to see the labels once the glue has dried, which will be fine. Coat the paper first before I try and put it back on, because it makes it soft, so it actually will curve around and stick on to the bottle. I don't even mind if they're not absolutely perfectly straight either, because hand labelled bottles are very rarely perfect, and that's what we want. We like that one, powdered skull. That top shelf is now labelled. It looks better, definitely looks better, it's worth doing. So we'll carry on. Got that one there to do. One at the bottom, okay. So I will go cut out some more, be back with you in a minute. So for Dracula's blood, I put blood red paint in the pot. Sorry, vampire's blood. Vampire's blood I put black red paint. For magpies, I put black feathers in there. And actually, I'm just doing bat's wing. For the bat's wings, there we go, we can read that now. For the bat's wings, I actually have little bat's wings, which came off some bat's wing Halloween sequins, and I'm going to pop the bat's wings in there. No one will ever see them, but it's a satisfaction to know that you did it right. Okay, so I'm going to pop a lid in that. I'm going to put that up on the shelves. It's beginning to look nice and full. So having got this far, I feel if I can, I want to replace some more of the plastic stoppers with cork ones. I've just done the spider's venom. We've got witch's toenails. I put little silver bits in there for the witch's toenails. We've got the bat wings with the real bat wings in there. We've got dragon's breath. We've got Beetlejuice. The vampire's blood. We've got magpies. We've got frogs. We've got powdered skull. Spider's legs. I put real. I put spider's legs in the jar of spider's legs. Again, there we go. You can see those in there. Cut them off spiders just for authenticity. Actually, I'm going to do that one stopper next. But so now I have some incapacitated spiders with only a few legs left. But hey, all adds to the feel as far as I'm concerned. Right, I'm going to make a cork for this bottle now. I have the cork here. I've been chopping chunks out of it, as you can see. I'm going to fit one for this one. I just think it looks so much nicer with the cork rather than the plastic. Okay, so I've cut out the paper books, which I'm now going to fold. I'm going to put some polystyrene in the centre to fill them out, to make them the right shape, and then we'll have some books for the book to put on the shelves as well, because I think every good laboratory needs some old leather-bound books in it. So that's what we're doing now. We've got the cork in the bottom bottles there. There's some more that I'd like to swap out up there. There's a couple of plastic ones here I'd still like to do. A couple up here I'd like to do. But it's coming along. We're getting there. I've folded it. And I've now cut from this polystyrene a cube to go inside and for the paper to wrap around. So this goes in here, then I'm going to fold up the edges, glue it all down, and then I'm going to varnish the front because I think it will bring out the design on the books better. But I think every laboratory ought to have at least one set of leather-bound books. Not perfect, but it's there. I might have to give it a little tiddle once it's dry, and see if we can make it look a little better. I did, in a moment of whimsy, print out the covers for all the Harry Potter books. I might at some point get round to doing all of those to put in the bookshelves on one of the monsters, in one of the monsters' rooms, because I just love Harry Potter and I thought they probably would too. So that's another little thing that I might get around. And obviously the quite nice thing about this is I can add little things to it as things turn up that I think would be cool to add. So keep my eyes open for little curios, interesting rocks, dead bugs, dead geckos, to add to our collection of gecko bones down here. I mean, all sorts of things. I mean, that's the fun part about this. It doesn't have to finish when it finishes, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I carry on.